Welcome into this week's edition of Toro Talk. I'm Joel Norman, and we're chatting with assistant coach Marquise Cotten ahead of the weekend series for the Toros, where they'll be on the road at Breezy Point to take on the Minnesota Loons. And, Coach, it's been a really nice stretch here of a lot of home games in a row. This is the first weekend not having at least one game at the Mason City Arena since the first weekend of October. What was that like, getting so much time here at home to kind of establish some home ice, as well as just kind of set up some of your habits, I feel like, as well?
It's been really good, actually, Joel. We've been able to accomplish a lot in practice. Having a morning skate before the games has been really nice to get the guys' legs moving and, just to iron out some of the smaller details of our game that we really wanted to get done.
What are the challenges with not having that morning skate for these road games? You get off the bus a couple hours before game time, and then you're just kind of ready and go, aren't you?
Yeah. So the difference really is more so on the guys. Some guys really like it, some guys kind of don't. So we have a good mix of this year of guys that don't really mind not having it. The only tough part is just going to be getting off the bus and getting rid of those bus legs.
Oh, absolutely, and there'll be a little bit of that tomorrow going and facing Minnesota, a team who, of course, the Toros have seen already this season and had some good success against them, picking up a pair of wins. And, Coach, those goals came in bunches in those two games the last time we saw the Loons. What's the key to continue to find the back of the net so regularly against them?
For us, it's going to be playing a good team game, making sure everybody's firing on all cylinders there, and making sure that we're supporting each other all over the ice.
What were your biggest takeaways from this past weekend going against Alexandria? You won the opener, and we talked a little bit after that game about how there was some adversity. It was a different type of opponent, but you were really pleased with the Toros' response. Talk to me about the biggest thing you took away, because the Blizzard did punch back and get the second game.
Yeah, so that solely relies on us having a good start. I think that's something that we can work on for sure. It's just coming out hard in the first 20 and playing a full 60.
What's the biggest thing about getting out to those hot starts? Obviously, finding the back of the net is nice, but teams so often talk about establishing their identity. What's the identity that the Toros need to get off to start first period strong?
Well, we like to come out real fast and hard in the first couple shifts and make sure everybody kind of gets a hit, or whether that be getting the pucks deep behind the D and making a couple good passes, getting a couple shots on, and crashing the net for maybe a rebound opportunity. I think that momentum starts to build from those smaller things. And then once the pucks start going on the net and, we got the other team on the heels, then it's just a downhill effect from there for them, but, uphill for us.
We've talked about how nice it's been playing at home. There have been some road opportunities, even though, like we mentioned, there have been a ton of home games. What's been the biggest thing that's impressed you about this group when they've been on the road? Is it we talked about, not having a morning skate. Is it just their ability to get off the bus and go and be comfortable despite all that? Or is it something else, perhaps?
On the road, I've noticed we have a bigger third period, or maybe even a big second period, which we're trying to add that first period in to get that full 60. But I really give our guys credit for having, being able to finish a tough road game, especially on a Saturday when, maybe we're busting out on a Saturday too, that they finish, the game strong and hard and, being able to just finish out.
We're hoping don't need that at all this weekend. You love to get off to those hot starts, so you don't need a big third period, of course. Well, Coach, thank you for joining us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
That was assistant coach Marquise Cotten joining us, and this has been Toro Talk.